Hi, welcome to the new video. Today I'm doing the angel. I already laid down the white for the wings and the angel girl. And I'm working with black and white as opaque, and the rest of the colors are transparent. I started with the second stencil for the full black. And I paint everything in the black. And the cardboard I'm painting on is like 28 by 40 centimeters, so you can see the size of the stencil. So I've done a normal pin-up, and I added like the wings to this. Now I switch to purple for the second gray purple layer. And so when painting you can put the wings in any position that you like. So although it seems to be really just a hint of color, it's enough for a light-skinned angel. So now I'm switching to magenta, and again just a hint of color. Now I'm using the light brown, which I mixed myself. It's like 90% yellow and 10% purple. And as you can see, all the purple and magenta turn into brown tones. And I'm putting a layer of magenta over this. So this will be my final skin tone. And now I have the stencil for hair and the feet, the fingernails, the mouth, and the eye color. And I'm painting with magenta and light brown, and I put a little bit of red to it. And I put a red on the hair too. So again, here any hair color is possible. And as you may see now, the one wing is a little bit too low on the pin-up. I'll explain it later. So this now is the full white, so everything here is painted with full opacity. So there, every highlight in the pin-up, and I'm going a little bit lighter on the hair. And now comes the second layer of white, which is like 50% opacity, and just paint a little bit over it, because I don't want to have too bright highlights in skin tones. So I put a little bit of the light brown again over the whole skin. And I missed a spot in the so now I can start with the wings, and that one that I now get off, it's like a little bit too low on the shoulder, because it connects to the arm. It could be a little bit higher. So I use black and gray for this. If you want, you can also do like a dark wing. So if you cover the background so it stays black, you can use white and white gray, so you get a dark wing. And now comes the second layer with a gray tone. Also, if you put, instead of the white, you can also use a darker gray and work these two steps with white and white gray. So there are different variations of how to make this wing. So again, the gray and the black. So now the wings are positioned to be up, but you also can spread them to the side or down. So there are huge possibilities to make this wing position. Lay down a little bit of a shadow on the wings. And now I'm covering everything to do a quick background using white and two blues. I put a little bit of a spray glue behind the wings so that they stick to the surface. Just spray it on and leave it like 5 to 10 minutes to dry. Then you have a perfect repositionable stencil. So now I have like a cloud stencil. And I make a white background. I'm laying down the shadow which she sits on, and then I need to take the so this was the negative, now take the positive stencil of this, and I'm doing a highlight cloud. So I'm just instead of spraying the cloud in white, I highlight the background so you get like a dark cloud shape. So now I have the white, and I can lay down some blue tones. So I have like a light blue, like a cyan, and I mix it with some dark blue. But as you can see now, where there's less white, you get automatically a darker blue tone. And this is now the dark blue. Oh, sorry, now comes the dark blue. And now I'm highlighting the background behind the clouds a little bit. And I'm doing some dots with really low pressure for the stars, and I'm doing a quick moon also, so I'm use only a little bit of the pattern on one side and a highlight on the opposite side. I'm doing some stars. And I'm using the dark blue to lay shadow on the moon. So real simple. And now I have the finished picture. And I will reduce some highlights again. And I'm using the light brown for the wings also. And I'm using the U2 white highlight stencils for the highlight in the face. So this is the full white. As you can see above the white, on the right side you have like the stencil for coloring the round thing over the head. I don't know the English word for it. So, and also the second stencil with the highlights, I'm just using them on the face, just a little bit. And there you have it. If you like my style, you can subscribe to my channel and give a thumbs up, and see you soon.